let's talk about the middle way and how to find the middle way. It can be very complicated, or you can make it very easy for yourself. Making it easy is just looking at it like this. The middle way is when you've gone through all the processes and you've gone back to the start. So it's like having an experience at the start, it's the journey there. Then it's getting out of the car, enjoy your experience, and then having a little talk about it afterwards and whether you're going to do it again or not. It's a bit like that. So like this. The middle way is simply put that at the start of your life, you live in your bottom half of the body. So when you're first born, it's all about a fear. You can't feed yourself, you can't communicate, you can't walk. So you could be born in an environment where someone could eat you, because you're the weaker one. You could be born in an environment where you don't get fed, you don't get nurtured. So the first one, when we're born on this plane, is this fear. But we suddenly turn this fear into love. Okay? What I mean by that is that if you were born, everyone's born with a parent. I know that everyone's got different paths in their journey and stuff, and I know that everyone's got different traumas in their life. But generally speaking, you'd always have someone around you. Someone who cares, you've always been fed, you always have love. You do. And if you represent that as, if you didn't have a parent at that stage in your life, the bottom chakra, the bottom of fear will come later on in life. And then you start your journey already after that. And what I mean by that is, say that you were born and you were, you have a parent and you were upset about not having, and you had lots of fear. Well, later on in life, you would probably appreciate the other father and mother. You'd probably appreciate the father and mother, which has always never left you. It's always by your side. Just look outside, look at the birds, look at the trees, look at the flowers, that's the father and the mother. And that is the father and mother. And yeah, there might be days that you didn't get fed, but provides all the time. Provides all the time. Out there, the father and the mother always provides. So, and then other people would be like looked after by their parents. Parents. You rent two of them. You only rent them. And they would look after you, they'd nurture you, and they'd feed you. And then suddenly, as you don't feel like the sacrifice, you don't feel like that, you then start to feel comfortable in your own skin, you feel happy, content, you feel love, you feel like home. And home is obviously heaven. And what I mean by home is that heaven clearly exists, because how would you know that home feels like heaven? Say for example, you worked outside all day, you're absolutely shattered. What is it you can't wait to do? Go home, have a bath, it's nice and warm, can't wait to have something to eat, some lovely food. Heaven exists. If that exists, heaven exists. Whatever manifests itself in here in a physical way is up there too. Okay? A feeling, an emotion, an attachment. Okay? That is heaven. Anyway, so now you've got this love inside of you. So like what happens is your energy goes from the bottom, from the stomach, all the way up to the heart. And then as you get older, it's obviously you're going to get challenged all the time. But genuinely speaking, when you finally find your feet, you go from the heart and you work your way back up. Okay? And you go all the way to the top. And what I mean by that is that you start to have your own voice, you have your own opinions, and then you go on this hero journey. Explore, identify what is. So once you get to the top chakra with knowledge and information, almost like the victim, needing support, needing love, needing nurture, and then from there, feeling that love, feeling content, feeling comfortable in your own skin, and then working your way up to work out that you're not just inside your skin, getting the knowledge of what the truth is. The father and mother's never left you. They represent the mother and the father. Your mum and your dad is the father and the mother, but they're just a physical being, okay? Same as you. There's a lot more energy out there. There's a lot more energy out there. Now, also going into this as well is that now the female is the dark and the father is the light. These work together. There ain't nothing to fear the dark. There's nothing. You only fear it because you can't explain things you can't see in it. So it's like walking into a room with a torch. Okay, a dark, round room. And you hear things in that room. And then you turn your torch to it. But you can only identify what the light shows. There's other areas in that room you can't see. And this is where fear comes in. Because you haven't got the knowledge. And the knowledge is the light. The fear is the emotion. And the emotion is the mother. And the mother puts you in this situation for you to let the father come inside of you to give you holy matrimony the middle way. So then the father, if you start to investigate the room, another light turns on, another lampshade, then another lampshade, then another lampshade. Then suddenly you're in this womb, and it can be dark on the outside. No one can see you on the inside, but you've lit up the whole of that room inside, that whole round womb, and you got nothing to fear because you've got the father in there and the mother's protecting you. You've lit it up. These are the things that people get feared by. So this is the middle way, the knowledge. The knowledge, that's great responsibility, right? But all you do is you go back to the heart. And you think of others. You think of charity. You think how the universe works. You think how the sun and the moon works, the mother and the father.